My name is McFall and I'm a writer, and Ferryman is my first book. I live here in Innerleithen beside the Tweed, and when I'm not writing I'm a teacher at Peebles High School. I'm down here by the Tweed, and this is where I come and walk when I'm looking for some inspiration, or when I get stuck in the book and get writer's block, which is frequently. I need to try and work out what's going to happen with the characters and what they're going to do. So I come down and I listen to the water, and I listen to the wind in the trees and try and just blank out my mind and try and figure out what's going to happen next in the story, or how I can get around whatever it is that's making me stuck. Welcome to my glamorous living room, and this is where I do all my writing, on the sofa with my feet up with my laptop on my knees. I actually find it easier to work here than in the proper posh office up the stairs, because I can't cope if there's no distractions, if everything's silent. So when the husband is exploding aliens on the Xbox, I actually find it much easier. My writing technique is pretty easy, 1,000 words a day. That's what I've got to do when I'm doing my writing. And if I don't get that, I don't get a biscuit. I really love writing stories, but the thing I hate is editing and redrafting, because what happens is you write your book, you think it's perfect, you think it's wonderful, you send it away, and then your agent sometimes, or your editor, will send it back and say change this, this and this. And when I got Ferryman originally, it ended about, oh, there. So it was about 2/3 of what it is just now. And my agent came back to me and went, nope, it's too sad. It's too short and it's too sad, change it. And he gave me a weekend. So I spent Friday, Saturday and Sunday writing 30,000 words, which took a long time and a lot of biscuits, and actually even some Haribo in the end, until it became perfect. But when you see it at the end, you can tell, no, this is much better. But I hate editing. So I'm going to read you a little bit of an excerpt from the novel, and the bit I'm going to read is when Dylan has come out of the train crash and she and Tristan are walking across the wasteland, and she's just starting to realise that actually everything isn't quite as it seems. The animal wailing was getting louder, closer. It was now a constant interweaving orchestra of noise. Dylan couldn't guess how many creatures were circling them. She still hadn't caught even a glimpse of Wolf, though her eyes darted left and right, scanning the area around them. Still, they were almost there now. They would make it. She was glad that the cabin looked a lot sturdier than the tumble-down cottage they'd been forced to sleep in the night before. There would have been nowhere to hide, no way to keep them out. They were so close now that Dylan could almost make out the reflection of her frightened face in the window pane. That was when she felt it. It began as a chill around her heart, and then her breath seemed to freeze in her lungs. In the dark she couldn't see them. She could merely make out the movement in the air, shadows upon shadows. They whirled before her, and she felt the air stir against her skin as they snaked around her, testing, tasting the air. These were not wolves.